Hey y'all, the Lady Empath 1111. Welcome to the channel, y'all. Welcome to Queen of Kings Guidance. Where behind every king, y'all, is his queen, and that is us, the divine feminine. And of course, our kings are the divine masculine, y'all. Let's get into this message, y'all. This is a spiritual message, deeply spiritual connection. I'm hearing spiritual marriage. Like you and this person were married in another lifetime. And now it's like things are playing out in the 3D according to how they left off in a previous lifetime, is what I was hearing. It's crazy, y'all, because I just finished I was watching Netflix, y'all. Bon appetit, Your Majesty. And it's crazy because I had laid this pre-shuffle before I watched like the last episode that I was watching. And I was like, dang, okay, all right, I see where you're going. So this is a deeply spiritual message, y'all, where you have shared a past life with someone. The very last card on the pre-shuffle, y'all, was Twin Flame, Neon Awakening. We're going to talk about that, all right? Because this person is a part of your awakening. They could be a twin flame, divine partner, divine counterpart. I don't care what you name it, but this person is definitely the after effects of your awakening, right? Because that last episode I was watching, that entire movie or show or series, whatever you want to call it, was based where he was, right? In like the kingdom time. And then the very last episode at the end, it switched because he said, if you can't come back to me, then I will come to you. That's what this message is about, y'all. Like you and this person made a agreement in a past life where if you couldn't come back to them, and a tree is significant. Confirmation. Yeah. Confirmation. I'm hearing this is part two. Part two. All right. Your letter tiles HUXW. All right. DVHEG. I couldn't make. Ooh. Yeah, I'm seeing Dave. I also heard heaven. Hugs could be significant as well. Somebody you could have just got waxed. All right. But the letter tiles, y'all, I feel like are more about, I don't know. It's just something deeper. It's not, it's just like it's almost not what it appears, right? See, the 5D messages are Cupid, reconciliation, marriage, challenge, and observe, right? These are the telepathy, 5D telepathy cards that I have. When you look at this, y'all, a waterfall is significant. Trees could definitely be significant. But it's almost like you were always covered, is what I was hearing. Like always covered, right? Where there was like a shade tree under every single one of these cars, where there is a person right here waiting, like in the shadows, right? So I feel like this is a connection where there was a part two, and the part two is playing out here, right, in the 3D. We're going to talk about that in a minute, and then we're going to clarify. All right, so let's talk about it, right? Overall, this is Cupid. Love is in the air when Cupid is around. Waterfalls could be significant. Reconciliation is here. It says learn to reconcile with yourself. This is significant, right? Because the Twin Flame Neon Awakening card was the last card to come out. This is significant because the reconciliation has to start within you first. You're reconciling to yourself, right? Coming back to self, so that you can truly understand what it is that, God desires, you desire, whatever, right? It's coming, becoming one with self. So it's reconciling your destined life with your fated life, right? What it is that you desire versus God's desires for you. And sometimes things have to come full circle. You and this person have a past life together. This is a spiritual marriage because it's always been protected, right? The strength card is here as well. And I feel like the portal, right, the 8-8 portal with the strength card here, and this Hamsa, which is the hand of protection, was very significant to uncovering. I heard uncovering your true identity. And whether this is you uncovering this person's true identity or them uncovering yours, I feel like the discovery started within first. See, Hamza is a symbol of protection, right? It's believed to ward off evil eye, right? Bringing good fortune, health, and happiness. This is also used as an amulet for strength, protection, and positivity. And this, of course, is the strength card. So there's definitely something significant about Leo season here where the two of you guys are now coming face to face with each other. See, the thing about this particular strength card that I love compared to some of the others is it's two people face to face, right? This isn't about one person finding strength or you being strength for someone else or you alone. See, in many of the tarot decks, you'll see the strength card as a divine feminine, but she's holding like this lion or tiger or something. Y'all, no, y'all coming toe to toe is what I just heard God say. Y'all coming toe to toe. This is the end game. This is something to do with power that's now coming forward in the 3D. Marriage is here. It says the marriage of souls is the union of two divine opponents, right? Opponents. Look at this, right? Strength. Y'all are opponents, right? But y'all are divine opponents, right? Meaning that this marriage of the two souls are coming together, right? Because there is a challenge here. It says all true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. But what most people mistake things for is a challenge, meaning that the person that you're with, y'all done went through hell and back, and now all of a sudden y'all supposed to be together. That's not necessarily the challenge. The challenge that the two could face, y'all, it could definitely be a challenge alone, right? Where you're having to heal, this person is having to heal, and then you grow together, because that's what's taking place in the 3D. This is a connection, y'all, where the two of you guys have going through things separately and now coming together so that you can grow together. All right. This challenge here, right, is understanding that when you overcome is something that y'all were supposed to be observing along the way. It says observe, notice all the noteworthy things in your relationships. And I feel like this is going for both, right? There were things that you needed to observe. I'm saying above your head, like it's something that you were missing. It's almost like you standing on the ground, but in a tree above you, there's something that you were missing. It was something that was going above your head. But this could also be the same with this divine counterpart, because I tell you, y'all, divine counterparts, you and someone can be having the exact same experience at the exact same time and never know about it until you come together. Yeah. This person, y'all, Key Sweat is your channel song. I'll give all my love to you. Key Sweat, I'll give all my love to you. We're going to clarify, y'all, but show it is here in the 3D. It says express your true feelings, be clear about your intentions, and honest about what you want. The potential reward is worth the risk. That's, I feel like both of you guys, y'all are dealing with things like, because when you, it's like both of you have to come together, but individually you were working with your worth, right? Worth it is here, but your masculine was dealing with money. Money matters is here, right? So for you, the lesson has been stay single until you come across someone deserving of sharing the life you have built for yourself. This is a significant lesson coming up under reconciliation. See, this is the divine feminine. When you get to the point where you are now reconciling with yourself, you are also understanding that the reconciliation has to do with your worth, your self-worth, and how you see yourself. Stay single until you come across someone deserving of sharing the life you have built for yourself, right? Page of Pentacles, right? So I feel like for you, you've been building a life for yourself, but from the ground up. See, the Page of Pentacles is about laying a foundation, new opportunities, right? You could have been going back to school, student is here, right? Or having a new idea that you're cultivating for yourself, a hobby, right? Planning for whatever it is that you want. So the reconciliation for you had a lot to do with understanding your worth and your value, right? Understanding that you are worth what it is that you desire, and staying single until you come across someone deserving of sharing the life you have built for yourself. And when I say stay single, it don't mean you single but you waiting on this man, so you're not really dating, you ain't really putting yourself out there because you just swear this man over here is your person. That's not what staying single is, right? Because staying single means that you are still dating, you are still getting out there, because that is how you truly discover who you are, y'all. How you going to discover who you are if you're not putting yourself out there? I want to adjust that a little bit, y'all. Right? So what you got to understand is there's new opportunities when you understand your worth and your value. See, Cupid is here, y'all. This is a relationship or a union or a marriage that this person wants to show you off, like show it. Like this person wants to express their true feelings, right? Like there's a lot going on though, because I feel like there are two people and you kind of stuck in the middle. This is a spiritual battle is what I'm hearing, right? And I feel like, I don't know if we're going to clarify this and see who battling in a minute, but when I look at this with this Three of Cups, it's not bad energy, right? This could be soul energy, but there's definitely been a battle in the spirit for what is taking place for it to show up in the natural. Y'all channel song is Howard Hewitt. Say amen. Yeah. Look, HH is here. Someone could be a Howard Hewitt fan, child. Somebody named Howard. Look, somebody went to Howard University. Howard is out here, y'all. And Howard Hewitt. Say amen is your channel song. Ooh, I like this song, y'all. Somebody, you better say it out loud. Say it all day, child. All right, now, marriage is here, y'all, and that's coming right up on the money matters. This is a masculine, y'all, who is already spiritually married to you. They want to show this shit in the 3D, though, now, right? It says, talk to your partner about your finances to ensure you have the same financial perspective and goals. See, this is a masculine who's been dealing with their own money because they know with this marriage here, it's been some monkeys, y'all. Right, it's been some monkeys dealing with this man. This man probably has money with money matters here, because see how there's a lot of money around this masculine. So someone could be wealthy. I'm getting like King of Pentacles energy here. So someone could definitely be wealthy with money matters in marriage. Well, let me tell you, if you're dealing with a wealthy masculine, they're going to make sure that what y'all are building is stable, right? And with this folk proverb, y'all, it says, why worry about the monkeys if it's not even your circus? Focus on things that are yours to change. I'm just here for the popcorn. So there's a shit show going on in the background, right? And it could have to do with money, right? Especially if this is a masculine who has money. So we're going to clarify that in a minute. But marriage is here. It says the marriage of souls is the union of two divine opponents. A challenge. Face off. Face off, y'all. Because challenge is here. Why? Because it feels like love, y'all. And I feel like it's new for both of you guys. See, every time I look at the couples here, right, the challenge is this is the soul connection. The challenge is for many of you, you don't know this person yet. See, this is a spiritual marriage. And the challenge is for many, especially divine feminine, is to really believe, right, that perhaps this person already exists. Perhaps you already know who this person is. There is a challenge because it says all true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. What is the together? Well, this is another card where the two are together. Clarifying. It says feels like love. Your significant other feels a certain way and realizes they may be falling in love with you. Somebody, you're going to get communication because this is someone who now understands that there's been a challenge that's been taking place, or maybe God has challenged them, right, to express their feelings, because it says your significant other feels a certain way and realizes they may be falling in love with you. What was that clarified, y'all? Page of Wands. That was clarified by the Page of Wands, y'all. This is about a message, right? See, somebody has been a free spirit, very curious and very impulsive in who they were. I feel like both of you guys have had to grow because Page of Pentacles and Page of Wands, I feel like you were growing financially and this person was growing spiritually. See, a Page of Wands is someone who is now beginning to embrace, the spirituality of the wand, the magic, right? And it's not all about this non-committal free spirit energy. It is depth to it, right? This is someone who's been overcoming that free spirited energy and getting into depth while you have been working on your pentacles. Page of Pentacles, y'all. All right. The last row, y'all, is observe. That thing says notice all the noteworthy things in a relationship. What's noteworthy, y'all? That thing says growing together. See, a lot of times y'all want the love, the sex, the passion. You want all of that. You got to be able to grow together. Grow together, y'all. It says be patient and understanding with each other. Open communication and honesty will strengthen your partnerships. Growing together. Many times, y'all, we get into this energy of survival mode, right? And you want someone to provide you with security and you want it right away. But what if I told you the lasting relationship is the one where you two come together as healed individuals and then you begin to grow together? It says be patient and understanding with each other. Open communication and honesty will strengthen your partnership. Communication is missing, but I don't feel like it's anyone's fault, especially not you, divine feminine. This is a spiritual marriage that is now coming together in the 3D, and it's at the beginning stages. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. But again, this is divine union. Twin flame, neon awakening. See, someone, you have gone through the awakening. Now you are coming into the soul merger. And whether that's a twin flame reunion, you're becoming one, right? Divine union, right, is complete. And that is life purpose. That was the last card down here. All right, so let's clarify now. A few messages from your person, y'all, is tribe, relocation, and unavailable. I feel like the reason that this person has not reached out in the 3D, y'all, is that you may live at a distance from this person, because it says tribe. With all of our shared interests and goals, we could easily be part of the same community. That's that 5D marriage. That's the 5D where your masculine understands that y'all are of the same tribe. But relocation is here. And these are two doors, right? Doors are like the opportunities. It says in order for us to be together, one of us will have to relocate. This could definitely be an issue, y'all, especially if this is someone you've been dating online or they've been watching you online. I tell you, y'all, 9 times out of 10, you don't know who's watching you online. Whoever this person is, they may be considering the fact that they don't live in your city, y'all, because unavailable is here as well. And it says, I'm currently in a relationship with the wrong person, but I will find my way to you eventually. I feel like also this has been the 3D holdup. This could be somebody that's watching you getting out of an old relationship themselves, figuring it out. They need to relocate to be where you are. There's just a lot going on in the background, y'all. We're going to clarify these 3 last. All right. Let's get into the energy, y'all. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, y'all. Make sure y'all join me on Saturday. This coming Saturday is Teach Me Tarot. All right. The session begins at 10 a.m. Eastern and it lasts until 2 p.m. It is a 4-hour session. All right, a 4-hour session. So make sure that you come ready to take notes. All right, it will be recorded. All right, but you need to be in class the whole 4 hours if you can. If not, if you have to leave out or miss, it will be recorded. All right, let's clarify Cupid. Clarify Cupid. All right, Page of Cups. Damn, Cupid, y'all. I could never make it up. How is Cupid being clarified by the Page of Cups? Because it's Cupid, y'all. But it's something really new about this. Everything is a page. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. So this is something very new. And I feel like you just have not seen it happen in the 5D. There's a message of love. Like you may be receiving a lot of telepathy, divine feminine, but you ain't met this person, y'all. This is definitely something new. Sensitivity. It says surprise, admirer, emotional, y'all. Yeah, 8th house. This is a transformation. This is a part of your rebirth, y'all. This is the house of transformation, change, death, rebirth. Dude, can't even get it out. Death, rebirth, and joint resources. And the sun and the tower is over here. What is this energy? Someone, your person is being transformed in the background. You don't see it yet, y'all. I could never make it up. I kept telling, this is a spiritual marriage, y'all. You've not seen this person yet. Look, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, do no evil. Someone is being quiet in the background because they're going through some type of transformation. This could be you. Lessons that you needed to learn for yourself, right? Because all of this is actually feminine energy, and this is coming over you, your worth and your value. Somebody, you learn how to keep quiet about what you manifesting. See, the lesson for you, say that. The lesson for you, divine feminine, God just brought my eyes back over here. Protection and strength. Do you not realize that the protection that you need to have for your union, it's going to take strength. And a lot of times what you're doing is experience relationships with other people that's really not your people, because you're learning how to protect what really is of you. For all of y'all that have come to me and said y'all started talking about your person that you thought was your person, your twin flame, your soulmate or whatever, and that shit fell apart. Well, guess what? Now that learned the lesson, because now you have a divine counterpart coming in where God is already telling you, look, this person is here because of your transformation, because of the transformation that you have done within yourself. So this time, say nothing. That's literally what I'm getting from this card. Keep your mouth shut, y'all. Don't say anything, because somebody, you do have something new coming in, and it is a part of your transformation. What I said, don't say nothing, because of the Seven of Swords, y'all. See, a lot of times the divine feminine, you become your own worst enemy, because you start telling everybody that you in a new relationship, you with somebody, blah blah blah, right? Because reconciliation is out here, y'all, and that's coming right over reconciliation. So this is you and a masculine who could have had a prior lifetime together, and now y'all are reconciling in this lifetime. You gonna have to learn how to be quiet. Don't say anything, because you gotta understand, a lot of the betrayal, right? Yeah, a lot of the betrayal is because you was telling everybody, y'all. Look at that. In the mic, girl. Six of Wands. I could never make it up. Seven of Swords to the Six of Wands. See, the betrayal for you, divine feminine, has a lot to do with when you're happy, you're winning, right? Your victory is public recognition, is winning, is praise, is fame. It is the Six of Wands, Leo energy. But when you begin to tell people too quickly, you can't even enjoy it, y'all. Right? See, it's not about hiding your happiness from others. It's about you enjoying it. Yeah. Y'all, what that thing say? The solar plexus and the fourth house. And the fourth house is about house of home. Home life, family, ancestry, roots, the past, right? So you are beginning to build roots for what it is that you have desired and what you're praying for. This has a lot to do with your solar plexus energy, your personal power, right? Taking back your personal power through your confidence. What is that? Leo energy, strength, right? The strength card is about your personal power, self-esteem. Y'all see my nails sidetrack. I love my nail tech, y'all. Her name is Vanessa. I told her we was having a cowboy theme, so she gave me pink and brown in cow nails with my little green. Y'all, I love my nail tech, by the way. Anywho, all right, solar plexus out here, y'all. Solar plexus, right? That's about your confidence, and that's the Six of Wands, y'all. This is heavy Leo energy. We are still in Leo season, y'all, now, right? So you got to understand, Virgo ain't got here yet. This confidence is unmatched, y'all, and you got to recognize that for yourself. But folk be mad, right? Look, Two of Cups. Folk be mad, y'all. Two of Cups. So for the divine feminine, I feel like what you're learning right now is how to be quiet, how to protect what God has given you, right? Two of Cups, y'all. Cancer energy, all right? So you got to understand, I feel like this lesson for you is in protecting what it is that God has given you. Yes, I love it, because you be trying to take everybody with you, and God said, nope, you cannot take everybody with you. What does it say, y'all? It says you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And for the divine feminine, we have to come out of this ideology that we can take everybody else with us. You teaching them about love. You teaching them about union. You're teaching them. You can't. You have to do this for yourself. You have to recognize when the victory is yours and yours alone. That's what I just heard God say. Sometimes the victory is yours and yours alone. You can't take everybody with you. Y'all stop playing. Look, all that damn communication, y'all. Six of Swords is out here, y'all. Heavy on the communication. But now this person, soul family, right? See, you're going to learn in this journey when you can and cannot communicate. This is a spiritual connection, y'all. This says tribe. See, you and this masculine are already a part of a soul family. Soul recognition means that I know you from another lifetime. And a lot of times you may feel like you have had soul recognition with someone, but soul recognition is not one-sided. You cannot have soul recognition with somebody and they don't recognize who you are. That's stupid. Soul recognition means that the two of you guys recognize that you're going to get communication from this masculine. Yeah. And this is going to be a conversation, but it's going to allow you guys to move forward. This person is a part of your soul family. This is a past life connection, y'all. Past life connection is here with soul family. On the floor is Five of Wands, but there is something going on in the background. Heavy on the Leo energy with this Five of Wands. You and this masculine both could have heavy fire in your charts. This is a spiritual connection. Let me tell you, y'all. If you really have a soul connection with someone, it's going to show in your charts. I don't give a fuck what these crazy ass people say, y'all. If you are born in this world and it's under astrology, then yes, you and your person's natal chart will align, and you will be able to identify that through mythology, right? Archetypes, whatever the soul dynamic is between you and your masculine is going to point to the archetypes of who you are, y'all. Y'all just think you just show up in this world and y'all just two regular people. No, that's crazy. Look, Page of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. All of the pages. All of the pages. Heavy on the communication. But this is so new, y'all. I don't have one major character out here. And that is why I know you don't know this person. You have not met this person. This person is a part of your soul family. You ain't met this person, y'all. There are no major characters. I got all pages. Page of Cups, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. This is very new. This is very new. And see, a lot of times y'all will end up in relationships for years thinking that you with your twin flame. You are the twin flame. I done told y'all that, right? People have to make choices to join the journey with you. And not everyone will make that choice. Let me tell you, I keep telling y'all too, there are more than one types of twin flames, right? And y'all be so stuck on, well, we it's the twits, it's the split soul twin, and I just feel him so deeply. Well, you're going to feel that deeply. If you have a split soul twin flame, it simply means that y'all are of the soul, same one soul, and y'all split, but it doesn't mean that that person is going to do the work to meet you where you are. Your split twin soul, split soul twin, right? Your split soul twin can be a catalyst to your healing and your awakening. And then you can go into union with a monadic twin flame. What is that? Somebody who healed through their own awakening, just like you have healed. And then y'all come together. And then you over here talking about, dang, but I thought that other person, child, stop playing. You got to research. You got to understand it, y'all. A lot of communication is out here. I'm seeing like 3 different types of communication. So there's a lot of communication coming in spiritually. Yeah. Because there is time. The tower is out here, y'all. And guess what? The sun and the tower is here, y'all. And more fucking communication. All right, y'all. This person is now pissing God off is what I just heard. Because I got so much communication out here. This is someone, y'all, who is being pushed spiritually to reach out to you. Somebody, you can have a secret admirer. This person ain't said nothing, because they're being pushed to communicate. Like, this is like universal communication, child. A tower in the 3rd house. What is that? House of communication. Yeah. Page of Swords, more communication. 6 of Swords, communication. It's a lot on the communication. Let me see what's going on with this person and why they aren't communicating. All right. This is definitely some type of spiritual marriage, right? But again, this masculine has money matters out here as well. And it says, right, talk to your partner about your finances to ensure you have the same financial perspective and goals. What's money matters here? Clarify money matters. Corinthians 13 and 7. Ooh, this person loves you, y'all. Child, please. This man out here working to make sure he can come for you. That thing says love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. This is a man of God, y'all. He ain't finna come to you crazy. That's what this is. This man trying to come through with marriage. Under marriage, y'all, is Corinthians 13 and 7. That thing says love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. This is a man who's doing things biblically correct, is what I heard. Yeah, 8 of Cups, child, stop playing. Yes. This is a man who's also walking away from something because they have a desire for more as well. There's a letting go here. And what you got to understand, like this travel, definitely traveling, y'all. 8 of Cups is here. And remember, the relocation card is here. It says in order for us to be together, one of us will have to relocate. So I definitely feel like this is someone where it's a physical relocation, mental relocation. I don't know, but there is definitely some type of distance. And with this walking away and abandonment, this is someone who they might have to relocate. Yeah, they definitely got to relocate, y'all. 2 of Wands. Damn. Somebody got to make a decision, y'all. Aries energy. Planning, moving forward, decision, progress, travel is out here twice, y'all. Travel, back to back. Heavy on the long distance person watching you online, y'all. Proverbs 18 and 12. Proverbs 18, 12. It says, ooh, y'all. Proverbs 18 and 12 says, before his downfall, a person's heart is proud, but humility comes before honor. Somebody is being heavily pushed to communicate with you and bring this into the 3D, where this person is going to take a fall. Yeah, 3 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, y'all. I cannot make it up, y'all. And more communication. I'm so done. Heavy. Y'all, this person is literally being forced to communicate with you. Three of Wands and Mercury. Somebody, you must be feeling this person's energy very heavy, because like the communication that's coming out is crazy. But this is somebody you haven't communicated, y'all. We don't have a fucking king or queen out here yet. I just noticed that. We do not have a king or queen out here yet, y'all. These are only pages. You don't know this person. They ain't said nothing, y'all. Scorpio energy, Virgo energy. I'm sorry, Virgo and Gemini. All right, with this Mercury card, communication, reasoning, y'all. And Three of Wands. What is that? More fucking communication, y'all. And relocation. I could never make it up. Three of Wands, relocation, y'all. Damn. Somebody, this person been watching you. What's the challenge? What's your song? Happy Feelings, y'all, is your channel song. Maze and Frankie Beverly, Happy Feelings, y'all. This person over there watching you and they got happy feelings, y'all, but they damn sure ain't communicating. What's challenge? Clarify challenge. Girl, the Magician, y'all. I'm so damn done. This person is manifesting you, but they're not communicating. That's why God finna be pissed off at this person now. That thing says the Magician, y'all. What is that? More Virgo and Gemini energy, which is communication. Mercury, y'all. This Mercury is in Virgo and Gemini. The Magician is Virgo and Gemini, y'all. This motherfucker here ain't communicating. But this is an alchemist, y'all. So that's why you've been getting a lot of telepathy. Let me tell you what that feels like, especially if you're single and not dealing with anybody. You watching movies about love, right? You hearing love songs, like all of this love energy is flowing all around you, but you don't have it, right? Well, because you got a damn magician out here, y'all. This person is manifesting you, but they're not communicating with you. Look, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Somebody, you got a new passionate beginning coming. A lot of success, y'all, if this motherfucker gonna say something, though. That's all I can say. Right? Because somebody ain't damn communicate. Oh, y'all. I said, if this person say something, girl, divine assistance. Somebody gonna get some assistance from their spirit guys, y'all. Yeah, divine assistance. Somebody, you finna get assistance from your spirit guys, because this person hasn't been communicating, y'all. Yeah, Hermit. They just sitting here watching you, y'all. Look, they and Hermit watching you, right? Divine assistance. Somebody is being faced to look at their own inner truth, though. Because if it seems like you make this person happy, y'all, your channel song, Happy Feelings, right? By Maze and Frankie Beverly, y'all. But this is someone who is observing you. They're watching. But y'all are supposed to be growing together at this point. And this person, ooh, I don't know why they holding back. Why is this person holding back? Why? Why are they holding back? All right, we got two out. All right, one is the bitch, the fool, because they're a fool, right? They're a fool. Well, they're also holding back, y'all, is because they're new to the journey, especially with the fool, y'all. The fool is the first major arcana. Mind you, we ain't got no kings and queens out here, y'all. So this is someone who is. But it's a major arcana, so I don't want you to be remiss. Now, this is a major arcana, but this is someone who is new to the journey, new to their faith journey is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Yeah, and they've been through a lot, though, with the fool being clarified by Psalms 23 and 4 and the Page of Wands. Remember, y'all, that was the Page of Wands role. This is someone who is new to their spiritual journey. And it says, even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. It's almost like even though this person is a magician in the natural, maybe they manifest money well, right? Because remember, money was out here as well. So this could be like a businessman or somebody. So they're good at manifesting money. Because let me tell you, the magician is out here. The hermit, the fool. I mean, we got major arcana. We just don't have any kings and queens, which honestly may not be bad. If this motherfucker is a magician, you don't need a king or a queen out here, right? But this is somebody who definitely seems to be sending you a lot of the energy, because I don't even have any queens. I feel like you've been in hermit mode, and that's how you've been hearing these messages, y'all. Yeah, temperance. God is all over this, though, y'all. Divine assistance, the hermit, the fool, the magician, and temperance, right? So there's definitely balance. Some type of balance is being restored. And it says the blending of opposites. Like temperance, y'all, especially in this deck, it reminds me of like somebody adding salt and pepper, right? And you got to blend some things, right? Like blending the spices, right? So when you look at that with this magician, right, it's definitely something going on where the blending, because the challenge here, right? Remember, challenge says a true soul connection involves challenges that can be overcome together. Y'all are meant to be doing something together. Y'all are meant to be doing something together, y'all. I think I may have to do an extended on this, y'all, because we already at 34 minutes. All right, I think I'm going to keep those three over there, but we're going to keep going. All right, challenge here. Yeah, so there's definitely a challenge right now, and divine assistance is here. I feel like right now you're being asked to be patient because the hermit is here. All right, what is this energy? Yeah, hangman. You definitely being asked to be patient and kind of surrender right now, right? Take this pause and begin to see something from a new perspective, because you're going through a period of personal enlightenment yourself, and you're becoming more aware of your own intuition. Somebody, you feel this deeply, right? So you're becoming more aware of your own intuition and what's taking place within your intuition, right? But because of that, you're going to have to be patient. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles is here. I feel like, again, coming over this Page of Pentacles, for you, your main focus right now, Virgo energy, is the Nine of Pentacles, abundance, wealth, right? Even being single, right? Financially independent, beautiful, and attention is here, right? Because there's something, right, that has to be observed here. Ooh, the sun. Yeah. There's clarity. What's your channel song? I Can Love You by Mary J. Blige. Hold on, y'all. I think I'm going to do an extended for this. So let's go to the extended. All right, I'll get y'all a little bit. I haven't done an extended in a while, y'all, but I will be doing them more often now. I will at least get you 3 extendeds per week, because those extendeds are for the YouTube members only. All right, those are YouTube members only, because I do have people who are members on YouTube that are not members on Discord. All right, those are separate memberships, because the YouTube memberships are for YouTube members. All right. And those come with separate perks. All right. I want to put these over here, and I want to see, all right, in the extended, we're definitely going to look at these messages. All right. For sure. All right. Let's move your letter tiles. All right. We'll move these as well. So in the extended, we got observe here. So there's definitely something that you need to be observing, right? Or something that the universe is trying to show both of you guys. And it has everything to do with growing together, right? It says be patient and understanding with each other. Open communication and honesty will strengthen your partnership. And that was coming right here, right? With this neon awakening twin flame. All right. Then the sun is out here. All right. Unavailable tribe and relocation. So I want to look at these in the extended. All right. Let's move these out the way. All right. So I want to get one clarifying card, and then we'll go in depth in the extended. All right. So what is observe? All right. What is observe here? It says notice all the noteworthy things in your relationship. Observe is being clarified by, ooh, yeah, God, y'all, this person is gonna start to lose things if they do not pay attention to God, y'all. Because let me tell you something. It's one thing for someone to know what God is telling them and you not know. See, you don't know what God is telling this person, but they do. See, with the Japanese proverb, it says, if you feel like you're losing everything, remember, trees lose their leaves every year, yet they still stand tall and wait for better days to come. This person is having to observe some things in their life now, because God is pushing this person, y'all. We're going to look at more of what it is that this person is being pushed to say or do in the natural. All right, let's clarify what's growing together. Girl, I'm so done, y'all. The throat chakra. I told you, this person is being forced to communicate, because clarifying this twin flame card, y'all, is wisdom. See, this isn't a newbie, y'all. Like, this isn't somebody that's on they healing journey. That's not who this is. This is a divine masculine, a magician, y'all. Like the magician and the fool are the cards that came out. These are major. Like this is beyond, right? Like the kings, right? Like this is someone who know a little something, y'all. But look, communication. It says problems with expressing the truth. Communication here. Growing together. How you going to grow together if someone doesn't communicate, y'all? And then the twin flame neon awakening card is being clarified by wisdom, right? You got to have the wisdom, y'all. What is sun? Clarify sun. Girl, justice. Somebody, you finna see it. We're going to clarify that. God finna show you something. You finna get justice. And whatever this is, Libra energy, y'all. I believe Jupiter is in Libra. We talked about that on the daily astrology, right? Jupiter in Libra. What's unavailable? Yeah, the 9th house. Travel. That's what this is. I could never make it up, y'all. The 9th house. Remember, this says unavailable. I'm currently in a relationship with the wrong person, but I will find my way to you eventually, right? When you go back to the movie that I was channeling, y'all, he had to go to her lifetime to be with her. This is someone who has to relocate and travel to be with you, y'all. That's what this is. Education. Long distance travel, foreign languages. There's a difference here, right? So whether it's travel, whether it's the philosophy, whether it's language barrier, culture, religion, there is something here that is making this person seem to be unavailable, but God is saying no, because you're not unavailable though, right? That's why this person is under judgment or justice, right? What's tribe? Clarify tribe. The 5 of Cups, y'all. Yeah, this person, if they don't do something, there's going to be a loss here. There's going to be a breakup. But the thing is, I can't even say breakup because I don't feel like you're with this person, y'all. That's why there was no kings and queens out. Like, I don't feel like you're with this person. But there's going to be heavy regret with this 5 of Cups because you and this person are a part of each other's tribe. This is someone you're supposed to be with. But I told you that damn relocation is out here, y'all. Let's clarify relocation. Let's clarify relocation. Girl, the Hierophant. Y'all, I could never make it up. This person wants a commitment. But there's definitely something going on here with distance, y'all. That thing says education, religion, spiritual guidance, tradition, marriage, teacher. This is a traditional person, y'all. Like, remember at the beginning of the other reading, when Money Matters came out, it was nothing bad. It was someone who was focused on what it is that you're supposed to be focused on to have a marriage. But this is someone who is traditional. And if this relocation, right, is the problem, then that is the problem, y'all, because someone is very traditional. Maybe you don't want to relocate. Right? Maybe wherever you are, I don't know what's going on with this relocation, but this is definitely commitment, right? We got the Hierophant, Justice, the Sun, right? Major Arcana. We're going to talk about this in the extended, y'all. Also, some things that we will look at in the extended, right? The actions that this person is likely to take, right? If they had something to say, oh, you want to do it? Okay. All right. Face down. If this person had something to say, no, let's look at actions. All right, the actions that they're likely to take. All right, we'll put that one here. All right, actions they're likely to take. I'll put that face down. I'll put it in the camera. We'll put it over here. Actions. All right, the next one is if they had something to say. All right, what would they say at this time? All right, we'll look at that in the extended as well. All right, and then we're going to look at the potential outcome. All right, what is the potential outcome? We'll do that one face down. Ooh, bitch. Ooh, okay, face down. God gave me 3. Y'all, and one of them popped up. I'll tell you this. All right, the potential outcome, I'm going to show you the one at the bottom. It's 3 cards that fell out. The one at the bottom, bitch, is the Lovers. Catch me in the extended, y'all. All right, the extended is published for members. All right, the membership is, of course, a standard YouTube membership. But catch me in the extended, y'all, because this is the potential outcome, child. The Lovers, and I don't know what them other cards are. I'm just going to lay them down right there. All right, but if this is where I leave you, do not forget, y'all, join the Discord. All right, tomorrow, Tuesday, or actually when this comes out, it probably is going to be Tuesday. All right, so when this comes out, y'all, Tuesday is our long day. All right, so on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have a lot going on the Discord. If you want to know more about Discord, go to the website, or in the description box, you will also find the link to join us on the Discord, y'all. Love and light as always, the Lady Empath 1111.